Hello everyone and welcome back to the channel. Today is the third layout for baseball week and it's also the Iron Crafter Challenge. This month's challenge was to use fabric on a layout, which is really hard for me because I'm not a sewer. I don't do those types of projects, so I didn't really have fabric laying around. But what I did have, surprisingly, was a package of mostly unused pink fresh fabric bows. And I use the term bows loosely because these were basically just pieces of fabric that you had to assemble yourself. There was no adhesive on them. You had to add your own glue dots. There were no instructions, and we know how I feel about scrapbooking products that come with zero instructions. So I remember getting them and being really excited because I like Pink Fresh. And I think these are from like 2020. But I like used maybe 3 of them because just trying to figure out how to put them together, how to keep them together. They're supposed to end up looking kind of dimensional as a bow, but I said, forget this. I have better things to do with my time. So I put them away in a drawer. And I think at one point I did think about throwing them away, but I guess I didn't because I still have them. So I'm going to use them on this layout, but I'm not going to turn them into bows. All right. So here's the thing. You're like, what does that have to do with a baseball layout? Well, I'm using elements that are not specifically baseball just to show you that you don't have to have baseball themed stuff for baseball layouts. So I'm using a photo of my daughter at a Pittsburgh Pirates game. And the day that we went, it must have been, maybe it was Kids Day or something. There was something going on and the kids, or I don't know what it was. There was a booth where I think it was sponsored by an insurance company and it was our insurance company. Anyway, I got a really cool bag and my daughter got to design a poster. So she made a poster with a pirate ship and pirates in it. And she wrote, "Go Pirates," but she misspelled the word pirate. So that'll come up in the title of this layout in a second. So I have other photos from this day at the ball game as well. And I wanted to, I could have kept them all together, but I ended up separating them into different groups. So there's a group of like before the game, there's a group of stuff that we saw within the stadium. And then I have this photo here in our seats. And so I decided I was going to make it its own separate thing. So I took all of these fabric bow pieces and grabbed a couple extra embellishments from the Echo Park, Let's Play Boy collection. And grab some misting sprays, the Speckled Lemonade and, is it Rustic Wilderness perhaps from Tim Holtz? And I was like, you know what? I'm just going to do like a really cool burst effect with these fabric pieces. So making it look like it's coming out from behind the photo. Maybe they could be symbolic of fireworks or I don't know, whatever. So I've laid them all out here, and then I'm not going to make you watch me do all of this. At least I don't think I'm going to make you watch me do all of this, but I'm using glue dots to stick these fabric pieces down. A lot of them are in different shapes. Some of them are rectangular. Those are the pieces that were supposed to go like in the middle of the bow to keep it together or something. I don't know. It was literally like the worst product ever. Yeah. So I'm just sticking them down. I'm just sticking them down to make it look like a burst. The same kind of thing that I would do if I was using patterned paper strips coming out from behind the photo. I'm just doing it with these fabric pieces. And the mixed media was just the packaging technique. So I just sprayed the yellow on a piece of plastic and smushed it down onto my Vicky Bouton Foundations paper. And then I did the same thing on another piece of plastic with the green. And I would recommend, the green can get a little close to the yellow, and especially when you're using colors like this where not much can mix with yellow without making it look brown. So just be careful. You could try to let one color dry first, especially if you are trying to do some sort of overlapping thing. But I pretty much kept my colors nice and separate, so I didn't have too much color mixing where it made something really gross looking. But just just something to keep in mind. And then I went over it with my paper towel roll just to kind of sop up a lot of the extra ink because I didn't have a lot of time to let this dry. I didn't want to wait for it to dry overnight. So that's a really good way to move on from your mixed media a little bit quicker. If you have a heat tool, you can use that as well. I do have a heat tool. I didn't use it because because I'm lazy and it requires me plugging it in. I mean, how hard is that? It's not that hard. But I just don't do it. And with Vicki Boutin Foundations paper, I find that I don't really need to do the heat tool because it's just such a good quality cardstock. It's much thicker than a traditional white cardstock. Before I go any further, as I'm making the title up here, just know that this is the Iron Crafter Challenge hosted by Peacecraft Love. And in the description box below, you're going to find the links to everybody who's playing along this month. And you're going to get to see how they incorporated fabric onto their scrapbook layout. So you're going to get a lot of really great inspiration. If this video is inspiring to you, please hit that thumbs up button. And if you are not subscribed yet, consider doing so you don't miss out on other fun process videos that will also be super fun to watch and inspiring. If you're already a subscriber, welcome back to the channel. And thanks so much for watching this video all the way to the end. I think at the time of recording this, I'm like 5 followers away from 1,000. So any little help you can give me there would be super great. I have no idea what's really going to happen when I reach 1,000 because I don't know if I've qualified for any of the other stuff you're supposed to qualify for with YouTube. I don't know, but 1,000 subscribers anyway would just be really, really cool. So I've got, what am I doing? The title here. I used 2 different alpha stickers. Some are Pink Fresh Puffy stickers and some are from, I think it was the Simple Stories. It was last summer's vacation collection. Came from the sticker book, whatever that was called. Maybe it was just Let's Go. And I'm doing it says Go Pirates, and you're like, you misspelled pirates. I know, I did it on purpose, because as I said earlier, my daughter misspelled pirates on her poster, and we, had a nice little laugh about that. So I'm going to title this Go Pirates, and then add even more smaller alpha stickers, which are also going to be Simple Stories. So it's going to be Go Pirates, or however it's spelled. Or Go Pirates, I think is how she spelled it, Pirates, or however it's spelled. So I've got my journaling spot going there, and then the subtitle is going to go underneath it. So a lot of this layout, I mean, you don't have to do a title going underneath the photo. What you could do if you're doing something similar is just keep everything, wherever you put the photo, keep everything above it. I mean, you could do something smaller down at the bottom. You could add, what I wanted to do, there was a really cool banner from that Echo Park sticker sheet, and I wanted to add a banner, but it just didn't really work with the overall design of everything, and the colors were just, I don't know, they were a little too bright, especially with those Pink Fresh fabric bow things. So I didn't do the banner, but you could definitely do like a half circle of something going underneath the photo, a banner, just to have a little something on the bottom there, but then keeping everything else basically up to the top and kind of going out on the diagonals because you're making like a sunburst, a burst, a ray. So these are the alpha stickers that are Simple Stories. They are from the summer collection. This summer collection. What's it called? I think. Or I don't think they're Color Vibe. Oh man, I'm trying to reach over into my stash to see where that sticker book is. I don't know, but I'm pretty sure it's from the summer, whatever Simple Stories just came out with. This summer? Last summer? I don't know. Oh my gosh, I have no idea when anything has released. I've kind of stopped doing the Chamel Best of Both Worlds kits just because there's been so many specific things that I need for my photos, and she's just kind of doing general stuff. So I haven't really been working with a lot of the latest product. So now I'm confused and I have no idea when anything is. There it is. There it is. Oh, show me the cover. Show me the cover past me. No, I don't think so. But yeah, it's a summer sticker book. I love this Simple Stories sticker book because there's so much in there. So I'm adding in a couple extra pieces. And you saw me kind of struggle. Like I had some of the extra fabric pieces. I was like, should I put them down on the other side of the photo? It just wasn't going to work. So I'm not going to put anything down there. I think I'll do a little bit of splattering at the end, but I'm not going to put any embellishments down there. So I'm throwing in stickers that say like, I'm a fan, and a hot dog, because of course you go to the ball game, you get a hot dog. I actually had a really awesome I think it was a hot dog on a pretzel bun with tater tots. Oh man, it was so good. And that's probably the last time I'll ever have a hot dog because I will never be able to experience it again now that I'm having, old person stomach issues, which is super fun. Okay, now I'm just adding in a couple extra little stars. I'm just trying to build out a couple of embellishment clusters here just so that there's a little something else to look at up above. You're not just looking at the fabric pieces and being like, okay, whatever. I just want a little bit of extra color, a little bit of extra dimension. And so that's why I'm throwing a couple more of those embellishments up there at the top. I hope that you do stick around for next month because my goal is to, as always, do 2 process videos or a process video on every Tuesday. You're also going to get the Challenge Yourself theme for May and probably hopefully I can do the Mix It Up Monday with Peacecraft Love, as well as the next Iron Crafter Challenge. And if you want to know more about this Iron Crafter Challenge, or you're like, I want to participate in Iron Crafter 2 or the Mix It Up Monday that Peacecraft Love does, check out the description box below. There's going to be a link to the Peacecraft Love Clubhouse on Facebook. It's a group, so you got to join the group. And then you're going to get all the info on when they make them as events. So you'll be able to see when the next Mix It Up Monday is happening. There's always a sketch that starts you off. And then you'll see when the next Iron Crafter Challenge is happening and what the mystery crafting tool is going to be. And it's really easy and it's super low key and everybody's really nice. And if you don't want to do a YouTube hop, you can put your stuff on Instagram. There are some people participating via Instagram every month through this anyway. Or if you just want to share your stuff in the Peacecraft Love Clubhouse, you can do that as well. You don't have to do videos or Instagram. You can just post photos and for everybody to see what you did, see that you played along. All right, I've added in a lot of embellishments. I'm going to do some splatters in the same colors that I did for the mixed media background. I love that speckled lemonade color. It is so good. It's so bright, and I love that it shows up so well on everything. No, I did not cover my photo. I wouldn't advise that, but I'm a professional. Ha ha ha. Not really. Here are the close-ups to give you a little bit more detail and dimension and see everything a little bit closer. Obviously, that's what a close-up does. So I hope that you enjoyed watching this video. Thank you so much for watching this video, and I will see you guys next time. Bye.